Okay, shalom and good morning. Boaz here. Up, out, and right, and wanted to do a video, and I'm going to be doing a series on carpentry, how I got into the contracting business, what inspired me to get into the contract business, what is the process that I did to get into the business, the tools that I acquired in order to do the business, the skill sets, the marketing material, the relationship building, everything that has brought me to the success and the growth that I'm experiencing today. Because a lot of people I notice are getting into the carpentry business. A lot of people, a lot of brothers, a lot of Hebrew brothers are getting into the ability to work with the labor of their hands. And, I've been in contact with many of them. And, they all watch my information. They all watch the channel. They all watch the Facebook feeds. But what we're noticing is that, you can have the skill set, but there's a whole lot more that goes into carpentry than the skill set. And this is why a lot of brothers are not really making any money. You can make enough money to just pay some bills. But I'm going to get into economics, my personal economics. I'm going to get into all of that in the series that I'm going to do, which is going to be the Alpha Business Strategies for Hebrew men. And the field is going to be carpentry. But it's important to understand all of these things because a lot of brothers, they could be doing work, but they're not making any money. So how we're going to go about correcting these issues, and so that we can apply the things that I've learned and move forward from there. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to start off with the inspiration, the idea, and that this specific video, this is what this is going to be about. Back in New Jersey, New York, I come from a corporate background. I have a corporate career. And I used to do implementation work for a software company. I was a project manager. I'm a PMP certified project manager. I'm a Six Sigma Green Belt process improvement specialist. I know process improvement methodologies. I understand analytics, metrics, stats. In the HR field, this is what I did. This is my skill set. And while I was in corporate America, well on the road, becoming and being, leaving corporate America with a salary of $85,000 a year, I know about that trajectory, and I didn't want to do that anymore. Because I came into the knowledge of the truth. Not that I couldn't do that, but I couldn't live a Hebraic lifestyle and doing what I did. So I got into real estate, and I purchased 2 properties, and I had a multifamily property. And my first experience with fixing something was calling up Roto-Rooter, and they had to fix a plumbing line that ended up $400. And I said, man, that's an easy fix. I can do that myself. And so, being in the landlord-tenant business, writing up contracts, I had to fix stuff around the house. So the idea of fixing things around the house and updating things myself was to paying somebody else to do it. That's where I learned to do it. And then, several years later, after I moved or decided to move, I got involved in ministry, got involved in the truth, and they're learning, how to do carpentry work and realizing that it's a whole lot less to build it and do it yourself than to pay somebody else to do it. And I understand this concept, but I knew coming out of corporate America, I would have to develop my own business system. I would have to develop my own way of creating income, because that corporate income is going to end. So in my savings were eventually going to run out. So what am I going to do after my 2 years worth of savings run out? So what I decided to do was go ahead, and I found a crew out here that was building. And I went up to them and I said to the crew boss, listen, I will work for free. I will work for free. I will show up only if you're willing to teach me. I don't know much, but I'm a quick learner. I'm a hard worker, and I'm willing to learn. And the guy called me up 3 days later, and I can't, I'll never forget my first project was digging out in the heat in July, a concrete ditch out of broken concrete, and clearing out the ditch for about 100 feet. I mean, that was just some grueling work. And I've never said this on social media, even during the time, and I still got those videos up of me doing this apprenticeship work. I worked with a lot of racist people, the people that wanted me to work, because see, what I realized also is that they didn't want to teach me, they wanted to work me. So, being in a racist, out in the rural areas, you'll find a lot of racist people. And that's what I experienced. I experienced a lot of degrading remarks, statements under the breath, and a lot of people would have quit 2-3 days in. But I stuck around and stayed faithful for 2 years. Could you imagine how many people would do that? Would subjugate themselves to a situation where they're not really being treated fairly or respected, but just learn the skill set anyway. See, the skill, the real skill was that important to me. So I just shrugged it off most of the time, did what I was asked to do, because I was learning. And I was paying attention to what they was doing. I was paying attention to their skills. I was paying attention to how they cut, what they used, the tools they used, how they did it. That's what I did, you see? So it's important to get up under somebody and do an apprenticeship, because that's what I did. And it was a very difficult thing to go through. A lot of people don't have the intestinal fortitude to withstand that kind of situation. But I had a long-term goal in mind. Never did I think that I'd book a $10,000 a month business, or make $10,000 in a month, or over $10,000 in a month, or over $5,000 a month. Never thought that. But hey, now it's happening. You see, I had to submit myself to people that had the skill set and learn, so that now when they see me in the store, they see me in Lowe's, or they see me in Tractor Supply, and I got my business shirt on, and I'm pushing my F-150, and I'm ordering materials, and they're looking at me and they're like, damn, yeah, this is what's going on now, because success is revenge. You have to worry about getting back at anybody. Just succeed, man, and you'll cut them to the bone. And that's what I do. That's what I'm good at. Success is revenge. Don't worry about going after people. Neither here nor there. The idea is that I got up under somebody, people that I could learn from. And that's the biggest part about it. I mean, you got to have a drive. You have to have an ambition to do this kind of thing. Just like people do coding, just like people do plumbing, electrical work, whatever it may be, whatever skill set that it may be, that they do what they do. Motivational speaking, I don't know, whatever it is, relationship counseling. You have to be willing to put it all on the line. You have to be willing to sacrifice. You have to be willing to endure until the end, until the goal is achieved. because you got a lot of brothers out here, no skills, on YouTube and Facebook panhandling with donation buttons to feed and support their family because they ain't got the balls and the manhood to get out there and get it done themselves. It's sad. It's a damn shame. But this is what you're gonna have to do. Get out there and learn. First and foremost, learn the skill for somebody that has done it. Become an apprentice. Go to school. I see a lot of people, or people that has gone to school as well. Go to school if you need to. But the best deal, and I'm looking into some other ideas that I got from a sister that I bumped into out here. But apprenticeship is a wonderful thing because, see, if you get up under somebody, you learn, you got the skill set for life. I got the skill set for life now. I can pass that on to my son, and it's creating a real wealth where I can replace my corporate income. You see, I can replace it and being debt free and financially independent, being able to say that my land is paid for, my car is paid for, my infrastructure is paid for, everything is paid for, and I deal with cash. You see, it's a beautiful thing to be in that situation. But you're only going to learn it from people that's done it in the past, not people that plan on doing it, not people that talk about doing it. People are doing it and getting it done. So this is going to be the first, I'm closing off this video with just learning how to get up under somebody and learn a skill, okay, and endure to the end. And you will get the increase, you will get the blessing. But the next video I think I'm going to talk about is going to be what you have to do to learn and the tools that you're going to need to acquire. But all right, you have a blessed day. Shalom.